Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney. I'll be your host here in the studio today as Jeremy Shipe is preparing to head out to Oconto and Sumner today to find out more about their upcoming celebrations. I know we do this a lot. Seems like more and more every year, but this summer is just getting started. But in the other side of things, it's already the end of June. Tomorrow's the last day of June, and we've already had several celebrations and several this weekend and going into next week with Sumner's 4th of July celebration next week and Oconto's Fun Days and the Heritage Days at Myrna this weekend. There's a whole lot of festivals that have been held already and more to come. That's the good news. And summer is flying by. We'll be looking at the month of July, and seems like everything starts a little earlier these days. These summers now, we'll be looking at the Custer County Fair towards the end of the month of July. And then it's almost time to go back to school, it seems like. So, yeah, it's flying by. Let's enjoy it while we can. We've had a beautiful June. I just think it might be one of the nicer Junes that we've enjoyed for a number of years. We picked up another 20 hundredths precipitation last night, or early this morning. We had 5 hundredths in the 24-hour period before that. So a nice little quarter inch that fell and wet things down and keep things growing. It certainly helps with the watering of the lawns and so forth, so that's a nice little amount, and it would be nice if it would just keep on doing that every once in a while. And the forecast indicates that we do have some chances of precipitation, and it might hold some of those festivals up just a little bit. But so far, these rains that we've had, they don't settle in all day. And so you can kind of work around it. Let's just hope that it works for the festivals this weekend and we get some more rain. Let's ask for it all, right? Why not? All right, let's take a look here at some things that CBS has sent us to talk about this morning. Oh, yes, the anniversary of the iPhone. Now, it seems like we've all been carrying the iPhones around for a long time, and it has been a while. 2007 is when they first came out. Now, not everybody got one right away. A lot of us were stubborn and stood back and said, I don't need one of those. And there's still some folks out there that are carrying around flip phones. More power to you. But if you can imagine the world like it was and what it's like now with the introduction of the smartphone, the iPhone, sure has changed things. You could buy one back when it first came out for about $500, $499, I think was what the first one cost. That seemed like a lot of money, and now if you get the fancy iPhones, that's nothing, right? So the iPhone has changed everything. With that, the way we take pictures has changed. You used to have a camera. The digital cameras were out before the iPhone, and a lot of us went to the digital camera because we could look at the pictures right away. The iPhone came along and made it even easier to share those pictures with one another, just send them back and forth. The downside of that, I think one of the things that a lot of us miss is holding on and looking at those pictures. And the other side of that is, do we get them saved somewhere so that 20 years from now, when you're taking pictures of the kids, that you can go back and look at those pictures, like in a photo album? I know you can do that. It just doesn't maybe get as done as often as it could be. So this is National Camera Day, remembering when cameras were not part of the phone, they were separate. The cameras were invented back in the 1830s. So snap a picture and cherish the memory forever, or just erase it if you have a digital camera. Nice thing about the digital side of things also, as a former photographer with film, doing weddings and things that were important to families, there was always a lot of pressure because you really didn't know what your picture was until you had it processed and printed. And now, with the digital phones, you can take pictures, and if you don't like the way it looks, you just take another one and erase the one you didn't like. if you don't accidentally erase the one you liked. But things have changed, but it all took place when they introduced the iPhone to the public in 2007. Does it seem that long ago? In some ways, yes. In other ways, some of us wish they never would have showed up. I just find it difficult sometimes when you are doing the same thing other people doing. There's sometimes you could be in a room of 5 people and 4 out of 5 will be on their phones. Not sure that's healthy. All right, Dave Burney with you on this Thursday. Almost feels like a Friday, but it is Thursday. It's a busy Thursday here on The Breakfast Show, so we're looking forward to bringing you those live remotes from Eggleston Oil in Oconto and Tubbs Pub in Sumner today. And Jeremy Shipe and Christy Wells will be going on the road for us today. And they have gifts for all ages there. Something new, they are carrying local author books. These books are stories based around the farm animals and family. Yvette Mannon from Oconto, Corgi Books by H.M. Stryker from Callaway, and an author, Vanessa Hostig, and photographer Deb Hostig, all featured in that category. They also have new purses, men's items, gifts for pets, and plush stuffed animals in the baby section. They have a baby section there as well. And of course, they have beautiful decor to meet any style. They have the tall outdoor birdhouses with the copper tin look. They have the beautiful lemon and orange trees to accent a space, as well as wall canvas decor that's made from reclaimed wood, and the list goes on and on. Stop in and check out their new 40-ounce tumblers that they carry to fit into a car cup holder, and lots of straws and so forth to go along with that, so you can hydrate this summer. The Barista Bar is located in Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. They have all the specialty coffees that you can imagine, or just a good old plain cup as well. And it's a historic destination and right there in downtown Arnold. You can follow them on Facebook to keep up on all the latest happenings at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold. Coffee with a friend is always a good idea. Now, I know that some of you think I'm joking, but I am not. It is true. Walk in to Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts in Arnold while you're there and say, I heard on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN that Brad Atkins is buying coffee for whoever says that phrase. And it's true. You just go in, say, I heard on the breakfast show that Brad Atkins is buying me my favorite coffee drink. They'll make it up for you, and it won't cost you a dime. You can't beat that. That's a pretty good deal. All right, let's take a look here at our trivia game today. And today we'll be visiting with Teresa with Subway, so let's give away a free 6-inch sub of your choice. And they have many choices anymore. We'll talk about that later on. So I've got the certificate here for a free one. And here's your question. And this is Cat Month, so it's about cats. And the cats right now are a little nervous with the fireworks, and dogs. Kind of watch for that, would you? Because they can run off, and sometimes a long way off. So this is the cat question. Cats have had their run in the White House. President Bill Clinton introduced us to a White House cat, and it became a media darling. What was the name of Bill Clinton's cat that was in the White House? Was it Millie, Buddy, Socks, or Snickers? Your choices again, Millie, Buddy, Socks, or Snickers. If you know, call us at 872-2801 and win yourself a 6-inch Subway sandwich.
Is it time for your whole family to update their sandals or flip-flops? Look no further than Bo Bootery in Broken Bow. Right now, enjoy 20% off all sandals and flip-flops. Summer is officially here this week, so there's no better time than now to find fun, comfortable, and stylish shoes that range from casual to dressy. 20% off sandals and flip-flops this week at your home-owned shoe store, Bo Bootery on the Square.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the month of June is one more good reason. Palmer Monuments After Memorial Day Sale. Go and see Palmer Monument today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off their already reduced prices. Their goal is to assist you in selecting a memorial that best fits your family needs, and they'll save you money too. During the After Memorial Day sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow and Lexington.
Good morning. We have Karen on the line. Good morning, Karen.
Good morning. How are you?
Well, real good. How about yourself?
Just fine. Hey, that little bit of rain last night was wonderful.
Wasn't that nice?
Yes, it was.
Did you get a measurement at your place?
Right about 1/4 of an inch.
Yeah, that's just, if you could get 1/4 of an inch every couple of days, that works really good, doesn't it?
That would be the cat meow.
Yes, it would. It would. So here's your question. Bill Clinton, President Clinton at the time, had a cat which became very famous while he was president. Was it Millie, Buddy, Socks, or Snickers?
I think it was Socks.
I think you're right, Karen.
All right.
Now, Karen, I have to ask you a question because my wife's first name is actually Karen. She goes by Joan because that's her middle name, and I guess her folks just started calling her Joan, and she's really Karen. And you're Karen. Has anybody given you trouble about your name, Karen?
Oh, about 2 years ago, it was a little bit, or a year, but now nobody does because they know I'm a lovable, sweet gal, so I don't fit that Karen, that people think Karen is all about.
That is right. You're right, Karen. Shouldn't tag somebody just because of some internet jargon, really? Yeah.
That's right.
All right, Karen, come and see us. We'll have the certificate here for you for a 6-inch sub at Subway.
Okay, well, thanks a lot. I appreciate you guys.
Hey, thank you very much. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, we're going to do a little dancing today. Why not? It's almost Friday, right?
If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
When you plant a forage crop, you expect to get high yield and good feed. Along with standard forage varieties, AeroSeed offers brown mid-rib varieties for better feed efficiency. One of the featured BMR products is First Choice BMR Sorghum Sudan Grass. In trial after trial, First Choice BMR is the forage cattle select first. Learn more about BMR forages by calling AeroSeed at 800-622-4727 or visit them on the web at aeroseed.com.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN.
10 minutes before the hour, before we close out this hour, we'll be hearing a report actually from Dave Davis Farmers National. So stay tuned for that. We'll have that towards the top of the hour on this Thursday morning.
Have until the end of the next song to call in and get registered for Dave's Pro Mow giveaway. Hurry, he mows quickly. Call 308-872-2801.
The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Good morning, everybody. This is Jim Eberle with Dave Davis Auction Service and Farmers National Company here in Broken Bow. First off, we're going to start with a listing with Farmers National Company. We've got a great business opportunity. You got Baxter Welding shop down there, kind of on 1801 South G Street here in Broken Bow. Building itself is 5,000 square feet. It's got an overhead hoist that goes the length of the building. It has an office building separately, and also the inventory will sell with it. You need to contact me for a list of the inventory. There's 1.08 acres down again on 1801 South G Street. Then in the way of Dave Davis Auction Service, we have Judy Broman's estate and John Broman as a guest consigner. An auction July 8th at 9 o'clock. From Callaway, you go 8 miles on the Callaway Road to Road 429. Then you go a mile east to the site. And from Broken Bow, you're 11 miles on the Callaway Road to Road again 429, and then east 1 mile. You got a lot of farm and cattle equipment on there. You got a very nice Pearson hydraulic chute. Always been power washed after they used it. I mean, it's an excellent shape. It's shedded. You got a Super M tractor, narrow front. You got a T-9 International Draught skid. I'm going to call it a little kind of, basically, well, I guess you call it a T9, but it's got a shovel with a bucket on it. You got a John Deere belly mower. You got 3 ATV sprayers. You got a John Bean sprayer. You got a Heston 5580 twine tie baler with 2 control boxes and extra belts. You got a small manure spreader. You got a harrow. You got a John Deere 18-foot disc. You got a couple dump brakes on there. You got a pull-type gopher machine, small auger wagon. You got a Heston 3060 stack fork, a Heston stack feeder 30. You got a Pearson headgate with a wire mesh floor, big calf cradle, cattle panels, calf puller. You got a 20-foot metal feed bunk. You got a 16-foot metal feed bunk, and then another metal feed bunk. Mineral feeders, water tank, chicken waters, all kinds of vet supplies, 200-gallon propane tank, or 200 pounds, excuse me. You got a refrigerator, upright freezer as far as household stuff, a Philips flat screen smart TV, Dyson vacuum, box springs and mattress. You got a 7-Up wood crate, 2 treadle sewing machines. You got a metal gold metal milk crate, an old trolley out of the barn, an old wooden cabinet, 2 treadle sewing machines, rake wheels, iron wheels, cream can, hand seater, implement seats, old hames, stirrups, traps, scales. You got a couple 2 or 3 saddles on there. You got a Champion generator. It's $68.75 as far as starting, and $5,500 continuous. You got another Honda 9 horsepower engine with a generator, engine hoist, handyman jacks, concrete tools, you name it. There's a lot of stuff there. Spurs, bits, live traps, again, saddles. You got a Longhorn, I guess I forgot to mention it. Again, this is July 8th, 9 o'clock start for the Judy Broman Estate, and John Broman is guest consigner. If you have any questions, give us a call at the office, 308-872-6413, or my cell phone, 308-870-1785. And back on the Farmers National side, folks, if you're thinking about doing something this fall, certainly a good time to get started. The land prices have been phenomenal. If you're looking to sell something or even buy something, give us a call again at the office, 308-870-1785 is my cell number, or 308-872-6413. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back to talk to you next week.
And thank you, Jim.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Thank you, Jim. And we'll look forward to your report again next week. Want to squeeze in here real quick before we go to CBS News. The menu for the Prairie Pioneers Center for today features country fried steak, mashed potatoes and gravy, peas, dessert, and dinner roll. And if you'd like to enjoy that meal, call them by 9 o'clock this morning at 872-6121 and let them know you'd like to come and enjoy a meal and their good company. CBS News is next.
CBS News Brief. Heat and smoke from Canadian wildfires are smothering large swaths of the country. About the smoke in cities like Chicago, Detroit, and Washington, D.C., Dr. Stephen Brown at Mercy Hospital near St. Louis.
It won't take much for an individual who has an issue with a lung, such as asthma, COPD, etc., for the particulates to cause an irritation.
As for the smoldering temperatures, CBS meteorologist David Parkinson.
Dangerous heat, the first of the season for California, where we're going to be topping out in portions of the Central Valley this weekend in the 100s to 110s.
Travel still a nightmare at U.S. airports. George Pineda got stuck at LAX.
We might just drive at this point and hopefully get our money back. At least at bare minimum, get our money back. Some people have it worse. The guy behind me has been here for 3 days already.
There have been more than 40,000 delays and cancellations in the U.S. since Saturday. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
In Nebraska news, 2 North Platte men are in custody after a child exploitation investigation. 54-year-old Christopher Rader Smith and 19-year-old Brandon Rader Smith are arrested for possession and distribution of child pornography. On Tuesday, the State Patrol performed a search warrant on their North Platte home. Homeland Security investigations and North Platte assisted in the case.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In Major League Baseball games of note, the Yankees shut out the A's 11-0, but the story was New York starter Domingo Germán. He throws a perfect game, 99 pitches, 72 strikes, no runs, no hits, no walks, 9 strikeouts. It's the 4th perfect game in Yankees history, 24th perfect game in Major League history. Rays down the Diamondbacks 3-2 in a battle of division leaders. That's the AL East leaders knocking off the NL West leaders. Tampa Bay was down 2-0 in the ninth, scored 3 times to get the victory. Braves shut out the Twins 3-0 in what was a battle of division leaders going into the game. Atlanta, a National League best 53-27 with that win. Guardians crushed the Royals 14-1. Jose Ramirez, a grand slam, drove in 5. So Cleveland takes over first place in the AL Central. Their half game up on Minnesota. Reds outscored the Orioles 11-7, while the Brewers beat the Mets 5-2. So Cincinnati maintains that half game lead on Milwaukee for first in the NL Central. AL West leading Rangers top the Tigers 10-3.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, we'll see gradually clearing conditions with high temperatures working up into the middle 80s. Then for tonight, showers and storms likely will drop back to a low of 62. For Friday, still that chance for showers and storms with highs right around 80. Saturday, chance for storms there in the upper 70s for highs, but looking to stay dry on Sunday, warming to 87. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
He might not have a badge, but we have faith in his killer instinct. Celebrate the 10th anniversary of famed detective priest, Father Brown. Stream the new season now, only on BritBox.
That sounds like a marvelous plan.
Plus, watch even more unofficial detectives in much-loved series, including Agatha Christie's Marple, Murder in Provence, and more. Expect intriguing mystery. Expect the Undetectives. Start streaming today at BritBox.com.
It's 3 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock, 66 degrees outside, and we'll call it partly sunny now with winds out of the northwest rather than the southeast, made the switch at 5 and 6 miles per hour currently. Barometric pressure's at 29.93, so that's now back on the uptrend. It's been bouncing around all morning long. Humidity's at 77%. High temperature yesterday, 87. With an overnight low of 63 degrees. Sunset today at 9:16. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:08. And we was talking with Karen about this. We picked up 20 hundredths of an inch, and Karen thought she picked up about a quarter inch with this storm that moved through last night. A good old-fashioned thunder boomer that dropped 20 hundredths, maybe a quarter inch. And that brings our total here to 3 inches and 74 hundredths. Beautiful June, 66 and partly sunny here at Broken Bow, Nebraska.
If you don't want to wait, no problem. Go to their website and download your own, HotRocketFireworks.com. Hot Rocket Fireworks, saving you money on all your fireworks purchases in 2023 like never before.
Need gear for the softball and baseball diamond? Geared for Sports in Broken Bow has all kinds of equipment and shoes for the season. What Scott doesn't have in store, he can try to find for you. Geared for Sports has competitive pricing, so there's no need to go out of town or search the web. Find it right on the square in Broken Bow. There's a reason it's called Geared for Sports. They're prepared to gear you up for whatever sport you play. Visit them soon in Broken Bow. Geared for Sports.
The morning Sandhills Drive never sounded so good.
In the mornings, we don't have to fight over the radio because it's one station.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show.
9 past the hour of 8 o'clock. A few things we want to talk about here this morning. Broken Bow Chamber activities. Today is the Market in the Square on this Thursday, and they'll start setting up later on today and officially get going at 3 o'clock and go into the early evening with all sorts of vendors and, things like, I don't know how much fresh produce there's coming in right now. I suppose there's some of those folks have greenhouses and so forth. So get on down to the square today and check that out. But all sorts of vendors and good food and, just cool drinks, just ready to make a nice day and evening out of it for you in the park here in downtown Broken Bow. And you drive through Broken Bow and you look at that bandstand, the Bill Butler bandstand, and it just makes you think how important that park is and how that bandstand has been there for so many years. And people gather around it even when there's not anything going on that is organized in the park, just to spend time down there. And my goodness, the playground equipment in the park, holy smokes. About the only time it's not being used is in January and December. The kids love it, and it's great to see people spend time in the park. Special day today, Market in the Square, provided through the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce, and they'd love to have you stop down and just walk around and enjoy and shop around the square with the stores that are there as well. You can shop both the park and those businesses and shop here in town today. I know that a lot of people do their grocery shopping on Thursday rather than into the weekend. So get out and do some grocery shopping and stop by and enjoy the shopping experience today in the square, the Market in the Square for you. Now, also the Chamber has something else coming up they want you to know about, the Donut Dash, a big hit, and it's 2023's version of the Donut Dash. The cost is $25 to get in, and it comes up on July 8th and starts at 9 o'clock and begins at Melham Park. For more information, stop by the Chamber of Commerce on the east side of the square in Broken Bow, or check out their Facebook page. They've always got things going on there, their website, or give them a call and ask about how you can get involved in the July 8th Donut Dash 2023, starting at Melham Park at 9 o'clock that morning, all put on through the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce. The Broken Bow Lions Club, their fireworks stand has been open for a number of days now, and they were stocked to the brim, and they were talking the other day, Don was talking about how they have reserve stock as well that they'll bring in as they sell. But you want to get there sooner than later and get the best selection. So shop and make sure you get what you want. Remember, 20% off of the profits go to the Broken Bow Volunteer Fire Department to support the fireworks display. The firemen can't have their stand this year, so shopping at Kaboomers in the Sylvester's parking lot in Broken Bow is a way to show your support and help bring the traditional fireworks show to everybody who wants to attend at no charge. The Broken Bow Lions Club fireworks stand open 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. I think they're a little longer hours than that on the actual July 4th holiday, but they'll be there. You stop by and do your shopping knowing that 20% of the profits go to the Broken Bow Volunteer Fire Department. And let's talk about job openings that we have available here. And by the way, anytime we're talking about job openings, it's also listed on Sandhills Express Jobs page, the employment page. Central Nebraska Community Action is looking for early childhood infant toddler cook position to be filled. Starting wage is $14 per hour. And you get full benefits, health, dental, life, vision, paid time off, employee assistance program, a 4-day flexible working schedule, 11 paid holidays, matched retirement up to 3%, and the list goes on and on. To qualify, you must have a high school diploma or equivalent and have a valid Nebraska driver's license and a working phone. Previous experience working with infants is also very beneficial, and working with their families as well. That would certainly help. And general duties would be purchasing food, preparing meals, complying with the USDA requirements, and be responsible for cleaning the classroom and doing dishes and laundry and so forth. If you need an application, contact CNCAP at 308-745-0780, extension 0, or apply online at centralnebraskacap.com. This position will remain open until filled. They are an equal opportunity employer. They also have another position open, Early Childhood Programs Center Assistant position, starts at $14 an hour with the same benefits. Qualifications are pretty much the same as well. General duties would be helping the center cooking and cleaning for children ages 0 to 3 and assist the teachers with daily activities and plan activities. Again, that number, 308-745-0780, extension 0, or apply online at centralnebraskacap.com.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith of the Palmer Monument Company. You already know about the advantages of pre-selecting your family memorial. Now there's yet another good reason to come and see us today. For the entire month of June, with a coupon from the newspaper, you'll receive additional savings off our already sale prices. We'll assist you in selecting the stone, the inscription, and the artwork, and we'll save you money too. Come see us during the After Memorial Day sale at the Palmer Monument Company in Broken Bow and Lexington.
Stars, stripes, and savings too at Gary's Superfoods in Broken Bow. 80% lean ground beef sold in a 10-pound tube is just $2.99 a pound. And Chairman's Reserve boneless pork loin chops are 10 for $10. Delicious 2-pound packages of fresh strawberries are $3.99. Frito-Lay kettle or Lay's potato chips are 2 for $5. Family packs of fresh boneless skinless chicken breasts are only $1.99 a pound. Gary's Superfoods wishes you a happy 4th of July. Shop on South B Street in Broken Bow.
Do you have a laundry list of projects to do around your home? Refresh your space by completing that list of home improvement projects with the help of a HELOC from Bruning Bank. If an updated look is not enough and you're ready to buy a new home, we can help with that too. Navigating a home purchase can be confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let our friendly, experienced staff guide you to owning the home of your dreams. You can apply in person, online at bruningbank.com, or give us a call at 308-872-2757 to get started. Bruning Bank, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 473773, member FDIC.
8:17, we're going to go to Oconto. Let's thank some sponsors, and then we'll turn it over to the guys. Eggleston Oil is the host of today's remote and a staple to the Oconto community. Custer County Feeders, our sponsor, located just right near Oconto. Talk to Michelle about the many possibilities for maximizing your cattle profits. Rocks Underground, Rocky Dockweiler serves central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Custer Public Power District sponsoring all the area festivals in the area that they service. The Callaway District Hospital, along with the Callaway and Arnold Medical Clinics, offering public transportation service to the areas of Callaway, Arnold, Stapleton, or Oconto. Schleicher Heating and Air of Oconto, thank you very much for your sponsorship, Scott. Evans Feed, with locations in Oconto and Broken Bow. Central Nebraska Insurance Agency, thank you, Deanna Devine, for sponsoring today. Stahlbaumer Farms, Curtis and Marla Stahlbaumer, thank you very much. Big Jim's Bar, offering some of the best pizza in Custer County. Stop in for a cold drink this weekend. And Badgley Well Service, Clifford Badgley, owner and operator. Those are our sponsors of the program. Coming up next, we'll turn it over to Jeremy.
All right. Thank you very much, Dave. Yes, we are. Hold on, I'm always struggling with this newer equipment here. We are at Eggleston Oil, and we're going to be talking to Dan and Cliff about everything that's going on for Oconto Fun Days 2023. We've got a schedule in front of us, and thank you for reading the sponsors, Dave. We appreciate each and every one of those sponsors making this time available this morning. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How's it going?
So that's all brand new equipment, huh, Jeremy? Is that right?
Yeah, and new enough.
Well,
new enough that I sometimes forget what I'm doing.
It's all electronic stuff. So, Dave, we got a fire extinguisher standing by, just in case. So,
good.
If it shorts out or anything like that, we'll put Jeremy out first, and we'll work on the equipment.
But we'll need a 6-year-old to figure out how to make it work.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that is
no
kind of what you need these days, isn't it?
That's what I do with my computers. Is have
my granddaughter's in Kansas City. Sorry, she can't help us.
Well, I'd be remiss if we didn't start the broadcast without giving you two an opportunity to give Dave a hard time before we get into things.
Yeah, well,
I know
he knows. I think it's ESPN. He knows we're giving it to him.
Well, I want him to know that I've got a tear in my eye. I'm so emotional because every year I look so forward to seeing Dave for the Fun Day radio show, and he's not here today, so I'm having a little trouble getting a little emotional because I miss him so badly.
Don't worry, you'll come out of it real soon.
Okay, I'm over it.
Wow, that was quick. You're right. Yeah, he pushed it down.
Dave's coming to the parade.
He's going to come to the parade.
Oh, we look forward to
seeing
you, Dave.
Super soakers out there.
Well, where do we want to start, Dan?
Well, what I'll do is start with the list of activities we have lined up. Now, we have to keep in mind this year, if you looked at the forecast you guys have been giving us, it sounds like possibly rain Friday night and Saturday morning.
Yeah, not by choice.
No, but we're not going to gripe about the rain. As you guys noticed driving down here today, I want to ask you, have you ever seen the country more beautiful than it is right now?
Gorgeous.
Oh, I've seen it, but it's
fantastic.
Wow.
Fantastic. It's just beautiful. And fresh air, and that's one thing we should be thankful for, because you look at read the news about from Iowa east, all the smoke and things. The air quality is horrendous. You stepped out here this morning, we got beautiful blue skies, fresh air, birds singing, so we got a lot to be thankful for. So anyway, with that being said, let's don't gripe about the rain. If we get rain, then that's just fine. We're going to start off Friday evening about 5:30 with our mystery scavenger hunt. And what we do is go around town. We have different items hid. We have different goofy clues. And Amy Oxford came up with this idea about, 30 years ago?
Oh, it hasn't been that long.
So it's been pretty close.
It's been 15.
Oh, it's been longer than that. Anyway, we're not going to argue on
I've been married for 30 years, and we haven't been doing it that long.
Okay. 25 years, 20 years. Anyway, it's getting harder every year to find something new and different to do. We're going to try it one more year and see if we can do it, and then we're going to maybe change to a different activity next year. But anyway, we've got a mystery scavenger hunt about 5:30 Friday evening. About 9:30 Friday evening, we're planning to have a movie. Our plan is to have it down at the ballpark, down by Highway 21. However, with the rain situation possibly coming by, we might have to move it to the senior center. So everybody knows if go down to the ballpark and nobody's there and it's drizzling rain, come to the senior center. We'll have it all set up there. And the movie this year will be Cool Runnings, which is a cool movie about the bobsled team.
Jamaican bobsled.
Yeah, Jamaican.
Oh, cool.
Jamaica and bobsleds, that just don't seem to go together.
Oh, yeah, I think that's why everyone was amazed. Yeah,
cool. Yeah, cool story.
Yeah, a cool story. Yeah, there you go.
But anyway, the movie is sponsored by KC Trucking in Broken Bow. Kevin Gates and Mitch Burnett are putting that on for us.
Yep.
And we appreciate that, Kevin, very much. And then Saturday morning, we'll start off with what I consider probably one of the main events, if not the main event, the most important event of the Fun Day activities. And that's the Colton's Crusaders 5K run, in my case, walk and maybe crawl.
Golf cart.
Yeah, golf cart. Good idea. Anyway, this run is in memory of Colton Eggleston, my little cousin who passed away with childhood cancer. The registration begins at 8:30 a.m., $20 for adults, $15 for children. Registration fee includes a free or a T-shirt. Contact Danny Eggleston. That's the other Danny. Danny Eggleston at 308-293-5195. That's 308-293-5195 if you need any more information. Now, this is a very, very important activity. What Jason and Danny Eggleston do with the money they receive from this 5K is they buy gift cards for families whose children are stuck in the hospital with extended treatments for cancer and childhood diseases. They also buy iPads, which is very important. Gives these kids something to do. A lot of times they'll spend, like Colton was in the hospital for off and on for well over a year. Yeah. A lot of that time he had to spend in isolation or just with his immediate family. So therefore, they give all these kids iPads. They buy them for them so they have something to do with their time.
Sure.
They don't have to sit and think about reality. They can have a little bit of fun. I know Colton really enjoyed. Dennis's grandpa told me he really enjoyed playing games and things. It passed the time of day, and it made him think about something besides what was going on.
Sure.
And then also, Danny and Jason give money to the Rainbow House for supplies, like snacks, pop, different things like that, to the Rainbow House. And then they also buy toys for the young people. So they do some really nice things. Gift cards, iPads, Rainbow House supplies, and toys. So this 5K, even if you don't want to walk or run, please come up and support Colton's Crusaders. And that's at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. And then we'll meet right in front of the bank building right on Grand Avenue. At 9 a.m., we'll start with the homemade ice cream social. Now, that is a highlight, isn't it, Cliff?
If you get there early enough.
yeah. If you don't get there early, you might not get any ice cream.
Oh, there's been times that before dinner's even gone, they're out of ice cream, some flavors of ice cream.
Yeah, it's all homemade ice cream, and it's really wonderful ice cream.
They had butterscotch one there.
Yeah, butterscotch my favorite.
Strawberry one. Oh gosh, it was wonderful.
The American Legion Auxiliary is serving this, and that'll be at the bank building also, Farmers Bank building, and they'll do that. They'll start out at, like I say, 9 o'clock, and they'll do it as long as they can.
Until they run out.
They usually make it till 3 or 4 until they're completely out.
Well, during the turtle races, it's really it really goes faster because people are right there by the door of the bank. Yeah. They just sneak in and grab another cup of ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay, and then at 10 o'clock we have what I consider one of my most fun events today, and that's the parade. The parade line will be down at the ball field, just south of the school building. If you want to be in our parade this year, contact Sandy Eggleston at 858-4400 or 858-4878, or her cell phone, I'll give that out too, is 308-325-0600. And we would really like to have you in the parade this year. Go ahead, Cliff.
I was going to say, you don't have to call her, just show up.
Yeah, you don't have to make
just come into town, we'll put you in a parade. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But if you're getting a float ready for any other towns, for instance, bring it to O'Connell. We'll have the first parade of the weekend, I think. So if you have a horse, a bicycle, a golf cart, 2 feet.
Maybe they just want to walk, yeah.
A classic car, anything like that, please bring it up. And Dave, that classic car one's for you. Hope you're listening. Bring them on a Carlo.
Yeah,
I went through twice last year.
Yeah, one of my Corvettes went through the parade 3 times with different drivers.
Nice.
We did the walk with the newest granddaughter.
Yeah.
Because of the theme of the parade last year, and then I did with the fire department. So.
Let's give a plug to Holland. That's your little granddaughter. She's about as cute as a bug's ear, isn't she?
I don't know if they'll be back. Jeez, they're in Kansas City enjoying a week and a bed and breakfast.
Hope they come back.
Airbnb and relax. They got to see the Royals play baseball. And
wow.
Good deal. Hope they make it back.
Well, I think they're planning on it.
Well, anyway, his little granddaughter was in the parade last year, and she's one of these little kids that when you see her, you just got to give her a hug. She's a sweetheart. Must have got that from her mom then, right?
Sure, somewhere.
Can't have got it from Carson. That wouldn't work. I never wanted to give Carson a hug.
Now you wouldn't let him sit on your lap anymore either.
No. Yeah, that's a story. Carson's about what, 6'4"?
6'4", 240, 250.
Okay. One time in church, this little kid, he stood on my knee and I sang "Jesus Loves Me" to him. And we talk about that a lot. If he sat on my knee, well, I have to sit on his knee now. If he sat on my knee, I'd be in the hospital. But numerous fractures. Sandy, could you bring your button over here and show me the theme for the parade, please? Your button. Your button.
Yeah, that caught me off guard too. Yeah. You got to make sure to hit that last syllable hard enough.
Don't cancel the show, Dave. I did not say anything wrong.
I didn't see any button.
Button.
Oh, there it is.
We have buttons for the parade. We have every year. Oh man, I'm gonna be the highlight of this show, aren't I?
Dave's gonna come back to you on that one.
Bring your button over here so I can read it. The theme of the parade this year is "You know you're from O'Connell if," and then we left it blank. So you fill in whatever you want to put in there. And I've got a great parade float this year. It's a spin-off of Jeff Foxworthy. You know you're redneck if.
Oh. Okay.
So anyway, the parade theme is you know you're a redneck from old or you. I'm having trouble, folks.
The button thing got you all
really
shook up.
Threw me, man.
We're gonna have to change the subject. Just get out.
Christy started laughing, and y'all seen Jeremy's eyes. I wish we had this on video. He's looking like, what'd you say?
I'm going to blame it on my allergies.
Yeah, everybody's got tears in their eyes now. You know you're from Oconto if is the theme of the parade, which is a great theme to have. And I read that off Sandy's button. And we give out buttons to everyone that we have a whole bunch of them.
We just give them out to everybody.
Give them to everybody that comes to the parade, that's in the parade.
Or dinner.
So the buttons are quite an attraction. And I know I'll never live that one down. Okay.
Yeah, Dave's archiving it right now, I'm sure. Yeah, he's got that
I'll be playing on the Get Up and Go morning show every day for a year.
Dave's taking notes on this one.
Yeah.
You hear how disgusting Dan Eggleston sounds on the radio? Okay, at noon, we're going to have something that's very special, too. That's what, and you folks probably noticed you walked in today, there's a whole bunch of hamburgers stacked out, in boxes, stacked out here just west of the station. We're going to take those to the hall and barbecue them. We're going to have a free lunch at the community building, and this is provided by the Oconto Boosters. This is absolutely free. We do have donation buckets. If you want to give a donation, that's fine. You're absolutely positively not required to do so because it is a free lunch that happens at noon at the community building, and it's really good, isn't it, Cliff?
Oh yeah, especially if you stand out there and help cook.
Yeah,
you get hungry really fast because you can just smell those burgers and grilling.
After you cooked about 160 hamburgers, it's kind of hard to stand there and let other people have them. So anyway, the free lunch is at noon at the community building. And the community building, if you haven't seen O'Connell's community building, it's a beautiful, beautiful facility, a lot of space, and it's air conditioned.
Oh yes,
and we've got ceiling fans and air conditioning, so it'll be a hot, humid day, I'm sure. So if you have a chance, go up, enjoy the noon meal on the Oconto Boosters, and sit in the hall and visit with your friends. That's another thing I want to talk about at Fun Day, and Cliff will vouch for this. Fun Day, the barbecue we have is a really go-get-'em, hard work, interactions. There are a lot of activities going on. Fun Day is a chance to sit down and visit with your friends, get reacquainted with old classmates.
Well, that and the park, the trees are just there's so much shade in the park right now. It's just so nice and calm. And the only thing is, they're on the north side of the bank that we're going to run out of room for the races over there because the trees are growing and people can't see around the trees, see what their kids and grandkids are doing anymore.
Yeah, we do. We'll talk about the races here in a little bit. We usually have them right north of the bank building, and they planted 2 trees. Of course, obviously, 15 years ago, the trees were a foot tall. Sure. Now they're about 40 foot tall, and they've branched out full leaf.
We used to show the movie on the side of the bank, but they can't now because the trees are
beautiful, beautiful trees. They are going to be in the way, I'm sure. Okay, after the noon meal, we're going to start something that really turned out to be fabulous last year. We have a cornhole tournament.
I'll be careful. Careful with the.
Oh man,
Dave's knocking up. I got another on Dan. I got another on Dan.
Yeah, he's keeping tabs on this. Keep track of it. Okay, cornhole tournaments. Contact Karen Dockweiler at 308-870-3458 to register, or just show up at the bleachers at the intersection of that 6th and Grand, isn't it, Cliff?
Right out across from the old cafe.
Yeah, right across from the old cafe, right by the bank building.
We used to do horseshoes over there.
Yep. There's a set of bleachers there. We set up a cornhole tournament. And last year, that cornhole tournament went on for about 4 hours, didn't it?
Really? I don't know.
It was
highly competitive, sounds like.
It was.
We've got the cornhole game, and I've never got to use it because we go somewhere and forget to take it with us. And
well, you can't play it if you leave it home.
I know, but I could take it out and play by myself at nights, too. By the light of the moon.
There you go.
But anyway, the cornhole tournament will be at just after lunch. We're not going to have a specific time. Probably, I would say around 1:30 in that vicinity.
Okay.
So anyway, contact Karen or just show up, and she'll get you in the tournament. And it's a lot of fun. Like I say, last year, I bet we had 10, 12 teams in it or more. There was a lot of people anyway, and they had a good time. Trust me. I didn't get in it because I was busy with the critter races, but
well, that was helping you, and then running back and forth, and then we had the kids races.
And one thing I'd like to mention, Cliff Badgley, him and Nicky do a lot of things help with the Fun Day. They do a lot of work, and Sandy does a lot of work. There's a lot of other people. I don't want to start naming names. I'll leave somebody out.
There's a bunch of people show up and help.
To highlight those 3, Cliff, Nicky, and Sandy, they really work hard for Fun Day. And one thing I really enjoy, Cliff brings up the sound system, our old band sound system, and sets it up for the parade. And then in the evening at fireworks, he brings it up and he plays music. And it is so nice out there listening to great music, watching fireworks, sitting in your lawn chair, enjoying your favorite beverage. In Cliff's case, it's Kool-Aid.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Well, anymore, it's
sure.
It's wake me up when my water's gone.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, that being said, we got to move on here. We're going to run out of time. I'm talking too much. 1 o'clock critter races. That's turtles, toads, and salamanders. That'll be on Grand Avenue right by the bank building at the main intersection. This is sponsored by First Interstate Bank of Callaway, and they do a great job. Last year we had, I think, 10 heats of turtle races. Then we have a grand championship, and they have a really nice prize. I think last year they gave away a rod and reel.
Wow.
To the overall winner.
Yeah.
And there's cash prizes. It'll be each heat you win will be $3 for winners, $2 for second, and $1 for third place.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's what that was my question.
One year we had quite a few,
Salamanders.
but it just.
I can't remember the last time I
don't
saw
touch them. I'm
a
sorry.
salamander.
I see them in the
Pretty
well
sneaky.
pits and stuff, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they're
pretty
do have
big. I haven't seen one. Pretty good size. Oh, wow.
But see what the deal is though on the turtles, they label them on the shell.
they got a number.
They don't do anything. Don't do anything to harm the turtle, but they take like a small marker and put a number on them.
A duck.
Okay,
piece
now I
of-
want to ask you a question, Jeremy. Have you ever tried to ride on a salamander?
No, I haven't, but I knew where you were going. That sounds like that'd be difficult.
They almost need a flag on their tail or something.
How do you identify? Yeah, how do you identify your salamander? But yes, we have had salamanders in the race and toads. Same deal. It's kind of hard to mark a toad, but the main feature of the critter races are obviously the turtles.
Turtles. There's tons of them around.
Yeah, both
So-
sand and paint turtles. One year we have a contest for the biggest turtle, and what was that thing that Corinne brought in? It looked like a dinosaur.
No, it was a tortoise.
Tortoise.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
and it got loose on her. A few years ago.
huge homely critter. Now it's not allowed in races. No snapping turtles, no tortoises in races.
We're like painted turtles and sand turtles.
Yeah, bingo. That's right.
We don't need any blood.
Careful about putting your sand turtles in the same buckets because.
Don't go there, Cliff. I already made this an X-rated show.
That's a story for people to come and visit.
Yeah,
with.
there you
Not
go.
on the radio, I guess.
Come talk to Cliff after the critter races and tell you about the two turtles in the bucket. Okay, anyway, 2 o'clock in the afternoon up by the bank building if the trees haven't grown anymore. We're going to have foot races. We have sprints, sack race,
three-legged
race.
Yes.
And there again, if you win, you get $3. If you get second, you get $2. If you place third, you get $1. So all you young people.
And it doesn't cost anything to enter any of this.
Absolutely free.
This is just the boosters and people that donate to help, and the bank in Callaway.
Yep.
To come down and help out. And
Great.
But if you win a race or get second or play or show, you go buy some ice cream.
There you go.
So that's the neat thing about that. The races are only about 15 feet.
Yeah, but you're talking about races at 2. The ice cream might be gone by 1.
I hope not. It wasn't last year. Anyway, okay, Cliff. Critter races at 2 or 1. Excuse me. No. Yeah, critter races 1. Human races at 2. And Sandy, bring your button over here. Help me out. All right. Now, one thing I really, really enjoy about the race portion of one day is we have a ping pong ball drop off the top of the bank building. And we give prizes for the most ping pong balls picked up. We've got gold balls in there. If you get a gold ball, you get a prize for that.
Okay.
And Brett Eggleston takes care of that and usually has some really, really nice prizes. Last year he had some big squirt guns.
And
those glow sticks and all kinds of
and
good
he had,
stuff.
didn't he have some
Yeah, one of those.
the bubble, not bubbles, the big round where you make the bubbles.
Oh, like a bubble hoop
Yeah,
thing?
like a bubble hoop. Like there was so you make.
Okay,
I think was that 2 years ago. I can't remember.
It might have been last year. But anyway, the point being is it has some really nice prizes.
No, they're kind of neat.
They're fun to watch. Or fun to.
The worst part is you got to bring your Walmart bags.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Them kids start grabbing balls and they're putting them in hats, and all of a sudden the hats are full, and then they grab another hat, and they're hold this, mom, you know.
And also, we need to have volunteers to help count ping pong balls.
Oh, gee.
Because we usually have 2 or 3 heats, different age groups.
Sure.
And of course, we've got last year there's about 40 little kids out there grabbing ping pong balls, and they're all wanting to be first to be counted. And we've got trying to count ping pong balls, and the kids running around. So if we get volunteers to help count ping pong balls, that would really help. And we also need volunteers for the races, people to hold the yarn, people to pick first, second, third place. And Dick Eggleston usually is my starter, so he'll surely be there to do that, I hope. So
did you get in there, the balloon toss? And
I'm
egg
getting
toss?
to that.
Where's that at? I don't see it.
Let's see.
Oh, egg balloon. It's in between there.
Okay, now, right after the races are over and the ping pong ball drops done, we have something that's really, really fun. We have the egg toss and balloon toss.
Bring your enemies.
Bring your enemies and partner up with it. This is the world-famous O'Connell egg toss and balloon toss. Last year, usually we have about a full block of people.
Yeah, we got to spread them out.
In groups of twos. And you toss an egg back and forth until it breaks. And then once it breaks, of course, you're out. There again, the winners of the egg toss get $3. Second place gets $2. Third place gets $1. And that's for each participant.
Yeah,
$3
that's
a piece.
$6 a team.
Yeah, $3 a head.
Yeah.
And after the balloon toss, we give you a chance to wash off. Or no, excuse me. After the egg toss, we give you a chance to wash off. We have the balloon toss. And Mark Rimpey's going to be in it this year. Mark throws overhand, though, don't you, Mark? He's got to throw overhand because if they throw it back, he won't catch it. I know that. Anyway, Mark just walked in and had to give him a little guff. The balloon toss will be right after the egg toss. And there again, you partner up with someone. And I have you stand about 3 feet apart. You toss the balloon once. And if you catch it, doesn't break, then I have you back up about a yard. Then you throw it 6 feet. If it doesn't break, you throw it once. And then it's so on and so on until you get to be. Some of these people were clear across the street.
We were almost sidewalk to sidewalk,
sidewalk
2
to
years
sidewalk,
ago,
yeah.
and well, they're right by the cars on the.
Yeah, we had to have some people move their cars.
Yeah.
Because they're afraid they're going to get water.
You get egg on them, or well, the water isn't so bad. The egg kind of gets a little. If it's a hot day, that egg.
Yeah.
And after the water balloon toss is over, usually. If you're an adult standing around there, you better be ready because you're going to get soaked with the leftover balloons.
I'm sure.
The kids picking them, they start winging them
everywhere. I'll go get a fire truck. I'll fight back.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. Okay, after the races, we have another highlight of the day. It's the O'Connell Alumni Banquet at the Community Building. That'll be at 6 o'clock. Oh, we got to go. Okay, 6 o'clock at the Community Building. This is the Alumni Association Banquet, but everyone's welcome. You don't have to bring any food. You don't have to bring any anything. Just show up and please come.
Appetite. Bring your appetite.
Bring your appetite. Bingo, Jeremy. Bring an appetite because there's some great food there. We got food from the barbecue we're going to do this year.
Okay.
So that'll be entice some folks to come in. So anyway, that'll be at 6 o'clock at the Community Building. So please come up to that. Everyone's welcome. Registration at 6, dinner at 6:30. At 9 o'clock in the evening, I brought an example over here. We're going to have a great big fireworks show right on Grand Avenue. There again, it'll be over by the basketball court, just to the west of the bank building. It's a lot of fun, probably about an hour show, and it's sponsored by Eggleston Oil Company, Badsley Well Service and Hardware, Evans Feed, Big Gems. Who am I leaving out? Rocks Underground.
Rocks Underground.
I should have Sandy bring her button back over here so I can see.
Button.
I don't think I left anyone out, but anyway, Eggleston Oil Company, Badsley Well Service, Rocks Underground, and who am I leaving out?
I don't know. I didn't see the list, I guess.
Oh, Evans Feed.
Evans Feed.
Yeah. If there's anyone
Mike
else
and
I left
Amber.
out, please call me, and Jeremy and Dave will put it on the radio later. All right, Sunday morning, to wrap the show up, 4-person golf scramble at Broken Bow Country Club. Lunch will be available, and if you want to be in it, contact Amy Oxford at 308-870-0885. That's 308-870-0885 to register. 4-person golf scramble. It's a riot. If you've never been in it, come on up. You do not have to be an alumni member to be in it. They appreciate getting a bunch of teams in there, so if you can do it, please be there. I better shut up. Cliff, you want to wrap it up?
Well, here we go, folks. It's the end of the 9th. 3 out, 2 out, 3 down.
Yeah.
Whatever. So it's kind of it's a good full day and extra days on there too. But we'd love to see people in town. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, please come to our parade. We really enjoy that.
We'll feed you afterwards.
Really important. Yeah, and get a free lunch after that.
And a button.
And a button.
And a button.
At the button.
One of Sandy's buttons.
From now on, Dave, I promise I'm on the show, I will enunciate. Because I did not do anything wrong, but everybody sure thought I did. So you get a free button if you're in the parade. And please come up. Like I say, bring your horse, bicycle, your feet, your car, your float.
Bring your kids. Bring your grandkids. Bring your kids' grandkids.
Yeah, bring your Corvette convertible and put your granddaughter in it and go to the parade.
There you
go. McKenna's going to be at the parade this year, my little granddaughter, and she's going to be on a really cute float. So please come to see that.
Great. Well, and what I always say with these celebrations is, don't stress about the schedule. Just show up and figure it out when you get here.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can just kind of follow the crowd. You know, the people that have been coming for
years. We used to go clear down to the ball fields for stuff and back, and we just. After the parade, it just kind of moves uptown, just stays uptown. So
that's a great point, Jeremy. Like I spoke earlier, this day is to come and relax. You know, sit in your lawn chair, talk to your friends, get reacquainted with old alumni friends.
Sure.
It isn't a rush day. There's a lot of activities. There's a lot of things to do. You can sit in one place and watch a lot of them. But the main thing is come to Oconto, have fun, relax, enjoy the day. And if it rains, we'll do what we can do. And we'll just play it by ear.
Dan will be singing in the rain.
There you go.
I've never seen you sing in the rain. I want to see that.
I did that once with electric guitar, and I got shocked by bad, not good.
Well, do we want to sandwich things by giving you guys an opportunity to give Dave a hard time one more time before we close?
We're just really disappointed with Dave, and
that's kind of brutal, Cliff.
Well,
I'm not disappointed with you, Dave. You're a nice guy. You work hard. You have a good radio station.
But we have good radio, good help around there.
You're going to see him on Saturday.
He just let me down. I was all the way into town thinking, oh, Dave's going to be there. We can have a good day. And but if Dave was here, we wouldn't get stuck.
Don't these fine people count at all?
Oh, they do. But Dave,
they're doing a great job.
Dave likes to get harassed, I think.
But I've never seen Dave in a candy cane dress.
No, I haven't either.
Only Chris.
Now that could be something that we need to see, though.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I need to see that.
Can you make sure he wears Spanx type pants on, because we don't need to see his legs?
He'll bring his Monte Carlo, and he'll borrow Christy's candy cane skirt.
There you go.
There you go.
Boy, that would be the highlight of the day.
We'll get pictures. We'll get living proof of this one.
All right, that sounds
Unless
good.
he breaks the camera.
Take the heat off me, then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it would.
I like that.
Well, anything we didn't hit on, guys, before we take off and get ready for Oconto on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
All I can say to wrap it up is please come to Oconto on Friday night, Saturday morning, and we'd really love to have you in our parade. So please, and if you can't be at the parade, please come watch it. It's a lot of fun. And for you kids, there's tons of candy at the Oconto parade.
Gosh, yes.
Tons of candy. So bring a bucket or a sack or your dad's biggest baseball hat and fill it full of candy.
There you go. Sounds great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys very much.
Before we send it back to the studio, I want to again thank the sponsors that made it possible for us to be here this morning. They include Eggleston Oil, where we are broadcasting from this morning. Also, Custer County Feeders, Rocks Underground, Custer Public Power District, the Callaway District Hospital with the Callaway and Arnold Medical Clinics, Slacker Heating and Air, Evans Feed, Central Nebraska Insurance Agency, Stahlbomber Farms, Big Jim's Bar, and Badgley Well Service. And with that, we'll send it back to you, Dave.
All right. Thank you very much. Oh, those guys. What a wonderful community. Oconto. Have some fun in Oconto. And they appreciate your either being in the parade or coming to the parade or any of the activities they have lined up that Dan went through so carefully there for you with commentary from Clifford. What a pair. Time to button down that portion of the show, Dan, with these words.
Aero Aviation, let us take control.
Remember the time you used to spend fighting weeds and bugs? Now you can spend that time elsewhere, because aerial application is your best advantage against these problems. Let Aero Aviation take control.
When you need a helping hand to get the most from your land, Aero Aviation, let us take control.
For over 50 years, Aero Aviation has served the area. Contact Casey for your aerial application today.
Friday is the last chance to shop at the Secret Garden before their July remodel. Save between 20 and 50% off. Friday, 11:30 to 4:30, save at the Secret Garden, 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
Preserving our heritage, planning our future. Custer County Foundation.
Give for Custer County is a fundraising campaign to support the work of Custer County nonprofits that have registered to participate. Donations can be made June 15th through June 30th to be counted towards Give for Custer County. This is important because there's a $50,000 matching pool and incentive prizes for the 29 participating nonprofits. Can't donate in person? Online donations will be accepted through June 30th. To learn more, go to custercountyfoundation.org/give for Custer County. That's custercountyfoundation.org/give the number 4 Custer County. Going on through June 30th. Give for Custer County.
Preserving our heritage, planning our future. Custer County Foundation.
Good morning.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
Good morning to you.
10 minutes before the hour of 9 o'clock, I want to thank some folks who have been helping us with the Dave's promo giveaway and mention some of these businesses, in fact, all of them, who are sponsoring this fun event that we've been having a good time with and will continue to have, and look forward to mowing somebody's lawn and giving them a steel trimmer courtesy of RTA's Hardware and KCNI KBBN. And all these sponsors are a part of it. WinQuest Incorporated, Chapin's Furniture, The Grocery Cart, Mills Hardware in Arnold, A1 Auto Repair in Arnold, Moline Seed and Fence between Arnold and Gothenburg. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Brad White Equipment, Troy's Hot Rocket Fireworks, and Nebraska State Bank and Trust, all getting behind the Dave's Pro Mo giveaway. And we'll be talking about different businesses along the way here. We mentioned Grocery Cart, a sponsor, and of course, Grocery Cart always sponsoring things, always getting involved in community events, and they would just like to pass along a happy and safe holiday weekend and 4th of July to you. And they are ready for you as far as your needs go to throw a picnic or a gathering for the 4th of July. They have 80% lean ground beef on sale for $3.28 a pound. They have the frozen Italian sausage or brats for $4.48. And they have Miracle Whip or mayonnaise on special for you as well. Got to have that for the 4th of July. Some ribeye steaks at $14.98 a pound, and some pork tenderloins or fillets for $5.98 a pound. And so the meat department is up and ready for the 4th of July drive. And, of course, you might want to get some sweet corn. They have 5 ears for $2. And they have Gatorade to make sure that you're hydrated when you're out there if it's a little hot. Stop into the Grocery Cart. They're ready for the 4th of July holiday weekend and the holiday itself next week. And they are open 7 days a week. And again, when you drive by the Grocery Cart, planning on doing some grocery shopping, don't let the parking out front, deter you from coming in. It's a huge store, and the aisles are wide, and there's all kinds of room in there, and you're going to run into some neighbors that you can pull over and talk to with your carts, but you can pull over as well on the west side of the store. There's a whole bunch of parking over there as well, because it's always busy at the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow, Nebraska. some of those businesses who are sponsoring the Dave's Promo giveaway. Let's talk about Moline Seed and Fence. Been in business for 10 years, located north of Gothenburg, but consider themselves Central Nebraska's livestock headquarters with delivery service available. Right now, Moline Seed and Fence wants to help you take the expense out of checking those tanks. This is a pretty cool deal. Gallagher Liquid Monitoring is here. No need for cell services. These run fully off satellite, giving you the exact water level in your tank all the time. And Moline Seed and Fence bringing you the best in technology to help you run your ranch more efficiently with a little less labor involved there, drive time and so forth. They also are set up for your fencing needs, barbless wire, staple guns, staples, heavy-duty gates, freestanding panels, creosote post, hedge post, electric rod, fiberglass, and T-post for sale there. They also have guardrail, the GR bunk kits, oiled field pipe, alleyways, chutes, pens, HD bell feeders, and sheep and goat equipment as well. Call them at 308-529-0781. That's 308-529-0781. Check out their website at MolineSeedandFence.com, M-A-L-I-N-E, seedandfence.com. In Arnold, up the highway a piece, Mills Hardware. If you haven't been into Mills Hardware for a while, walk in and get ready for your jaw to drop. They are set up for everything. What a hardware store they have there in Arnold. And I know the people who live there really appreciate the fact that they can get just about anything they need. And Mills is working hard to make sure that remains the case. And they also have expanded their Milwaukee tool display at Mills Hardware in Arnold. You probably thought it was big before. It's even bigger now, and that means more and more selection. It's now 350 feet long. 3 aisles of Milwaukee tools that lead the industry in durability and performance. Mills Hardware in Arnold, proud to be the area's premier Milwaukee connection. And there's no doubt about it. They definitely are set up for that. 7:57 is your time. And we have given away all the Luke Combs scratch game tickets this week. We got that taken care of. There's a few folks out there that were qualifiers, and you can, of course, purchase those. But if you're feeling lucky, try the new $5 Living Lucky with Luke Combs scratch game from Nebraska's lottery. You could win up to 3 of $50,000 top prizes or over $950,000 in cash prizes from $10 to $500. Plus, enter the non-winning Living Lucky and Luke's Combs ticket lottery at NELOTTER.com to win a VIP trip to see Luke Combs in concert and a chance to win $500,000. The Nebraska Lottery, play responsibly, and, have some fun. You might have a chance there to pick up some prizes, and maybe, somebody's got to win the $500,000, right? So they are having those out available to you right now, and we've given away all our tickets to our listeners, so good luck to our listeners who got those tickets through the on-air promotion. But remember, if you didn't win with the cards, you can enter again for that big prize. 1 minute away from the hour, just enough time to talk a little bit about Nebraska Land Hearing Center. Roxanne is a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience, and Roxanne lives right here in town, right here in Broken Bow, and is very proud to be a part of this community. And because of that, she offers buy local rewards. You get the dependable service right here in Broken Bow after you purchase the hearing aids, which is huge. You also get her expertise in testing your ears, and you get local discounts for buying local. And you'll ask about that. It's all the way from discounts off the actual purchase to receiving chamber bucks. And Roxanne does custom fitting for hearing aids that are rechargeable and are set up to fit your ears, and that's very important. Call her at 308-384-3852 to make an appointment. Roxanne's clinic is located on the east side of the square. They actually share space with the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce, and the business name is on the front glass.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Chicago, Detroit, and Washington, D.C. have the worst air quality in the world right now, thanks to smoke from Canadian wildfires. CBS meteorologist David Parkinson.
As we go through the day today, we will see the air quality deteriorate for most places. So in a place like New York, where the air quality is moderate right now, it will likely venture into the unhealthy for sensitive groups category.
13 deaths in Texas blamed on a stubborn heat wave. San Antonio Dr. Angelica DePayne.
Our body temperature can get as high as 104, 105, even up to 108. And once we get to that temperature, it can be pretty deadly if the body temperature is not lower.
Supreme Court could announce a decision today on a case involving a graphic artist who refuses to design wedding websites for same-sex couples. Loyola Law's Lori Levinson.
Overall, this Supreme Court has wanted to change the standards regarding religious rights, and we can expect that they will expand the religious right under the First Amendment.
CBS News Brief, I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In Major League Baseball games of note, the Yankees shut out the A's 11-0, but the story was New York starter Domingo Germán. He throws a perfect game, 99 pitches, 72 strikes, no runs, no hits, no walks, 9 strikeouts. It's the 4th perfect game in Yankees history, 24th perfect game in Major League history. Rays down the Diamondbacks 3-2 in a battle of division leaders. That's the AL East leaders knocking off the NL West leaders. Tampa Bay was down 2-0 in the ninth, scored 3 times to get the victory. Braves shut out the Twins 3-0 in what was a battle of division leaders going into the game. Atlanta, a National League best 53-27 with that win. Guardians crushed the Royals 14-1. Jose Ramirez, a grand slam, drove in 5. So Cleveland takes over first place in the AL Central. They're a half game up on Minnesota. Reds outscored the Orioles 11-7, while the Brewers beat the Mets 5-2. So Cincinnati maintains that half game lead on Milwaukee for first in the NL Central. AL West leading Rangers top the Tigers 10-3.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, we'll see gradually clearing conditions with high temperatures working up into the middle 80s. Then for tonight, showers and storms likely will drop back to a low of 62. For Friday, still that chance for showers and storms with highs right around 80. Saturday, chance for storms there in the upper 70s for highs, but looking to stay dry on Sunday, warming to 87. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Caro.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Currently 70 degrees here at Broken Bow. Some sunshine working those clouds away from us here. Pretty nice day in store for us. Going to get a little warm. And tomorrow, we want to encourage you to go out and listen to a band at Sylvester's in Broken Bow as they are bringing 90s to Sylvester's, driving up from Kearney, and the band is all about playing 90s covers. They're the band for you if you like 90s music. They do one thing, and they do their very best to do it well, 90s hits. Been a band since 2015, and they always love a good party, and of course, Sylvester's knows how to throw one. So they're ready. They've been there once before, I think, Jeremy said, at least once, and are back and are ready to play 90s hits for you tomorrow night at Sylvester's in Broken Bow at the quiet little place that rocks, East Highway 2, Broken Bow. Freddie invites you in to hear the Lawn Mower Dogs tomorrow night from 9 until 1. talking to our listeners who have such nice things to say. We really, really do appreciate it very, very much. We'll be right back with more of The Breakfast Show. First, these words.
Ready for a great harvest? Then get ready with AGI. Bins, fans, heaters, augers, field loaders, and more. Everything you need for a great harvest 2023. Visit aggrowth.com.
Farmers take great care to manage every step of the grain production process. AGI takes great care to consider every step of the grain production process as part of an integrated whole. Safety, security, ease of handling, and efficiency are the benefits derived from our big picture approach. Grain handling, grain storage, grain leadership. AGI brings it all to your farm.
Move more grain, more efficiently with next generation augers from AGI. Move your operation forward today. Visit aggrowth.com to learn more.
Dave Burney with you here on this Thursday morning. Thanks for all the calls. Thanks for all the notes in our note box this morning. Good morning to Steve, Carol, and Denise. Thanks for listening and watching the show, however you want to do it. You can watch the show online, by the way, if you are new to the area. You can go to Sandals Express, go to the streaming tab, and you'll see YouTube and Facebook, and you can select whether platform that works for you and watch the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. The only downside to that is you have to look at us, and the other downside is that when we play music, we have to mute because Facebook then shuts it off if we play copyrighted music on Facebook. But it works because we have people that watch and listen every day, and we still have the good old-fashioned radio. All you got to do is click it on and put it on the right channel, which is 95.3 or 96.3 or 1280 AM. Or you can also listen online to KBBN.com or online at KCNI1280.com. Both of our stations have free apps that you can download, so you can listen on your devices anywhere you have a cell signal. So really, anymore, it's amazing. You can listen to our stations here in central Nebraska, Broken Bow, anywhere in the world. And I was at what it was about a year ago, was in Ireland with Joan, and we listened to KCNI KBBN in Ireland. Isn't that crazy? Haven't been able to make contact with Teresa with Subway. We'll keep trying. We'll be hearing from the folks in Sumner in a little bit. Stay tuned. Tommy James and the Shondells, Crystal Blue Persuasion. Real quick, want to note that there is a ball game tonight, ball games actually, being played at Paul Brown Field as the Legion hosts Ogallala, and they'll have junior and seniors, and they'll start at 5:30 for the juniors, and they're going to salute the Broken Bow High School state champion wrestling team between the two games tonight at Paul Brown Field. All right, we're going to go to Sumner like everybody does and go down and probably, I don't know if the guys will have something to eat or not. I would. I told Jeremy you need to eat breakfast when you're at Sumner because they're going to be broadcasting very soon from Tubbs Pub. And they serve noon specials Monday through Friday and delicious prime rib every Friday and Saturday. Also, our other sponsors include 5 Points Bank with locations in Sumner, Grand Island, Kearney, Hastings, Lincoln, Elkhorn, and Omaha. The Sumner Saddle Club inviting you to the Sumner Rodeo July 3rd and 4th. Stevens Welding. Dwayne enjoys helping the community of Sumner and providing welding services to the area. Custer County Feeders, located in Oconto, offer many possibilities for maximizing your cattle profits. Bowie Fertilizer, with locations in Miller, Overton, and Riverdale. They provide a large number of area farms with tools for success. Ed's Body Shop, Ed Nichols, keeping your vehicles looking their best. Slacker Heating and Air, and Scott is a proud supporter of Sumner activities. And BD Family Farms, Jeff and Bart, the family supporting the community of Sumner year-round. Ditmar Custom Hayne, Brian serving the area with windrowing and the baling of hay in the area. And Apache Ag, Alex Eibach and Nate Hartman, your Channel C dealers in the Sumner community. Those are your sponsors, and let's turn it over and see what's happening in Sumner with Jeremy Shipe. Jeremy?
All right, thank you very much, Dave. Yes, we are in Sumner. We're at Tubbs Pub. Now, kind of, Bruce, your normal go-to saying is sometimes you don't need to know where Tubbs Pub is, just look for all the cars. That's a little bit more difficult at 9 in the morning. There was one out there, though.
Right. Yeah.
Thanks for hosting us this morning.
It's great to have you here with us.
Well, and Kristen's with us here as well. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
We're going to be talking about the 4th of July celebration, but I think the important thing to note for people here is the 4th of July is kind of the big day, but it's not the only day when it comes to this celebration.
Absolutely. We have 4 days of lots of good fun, family-centered activities. Everything's starting out on Saturday on the 1st with some volleyball and cornhole, and they're doing the alumni banquet up at the school that day, and also the Calcutta. So it's a great way to start off the weekend. So, and then on Sunday, we're kicking in with the community church, which will be here over in the park. And, everybody's welcome to come to that. After that, we're serving a lunch at the community hall for the commercial club fundraiser. Tubbs Pub is cooking us a sit-down roast beef dinner, so that should be really good.
Great.
And that's followed up by a turtle race and toad race, where the kids all bring their turtles and toads to the middle of the street over here, and we race those animals, and that brings a big crowd. The kids have lots of fun. And the EMTs will be giving out ice cream. So they're doing an ice cream social over there as a fundraiser.
And I know with those critter races, every time I do one of these remote broadcasts, I kind of can get a pretty good feel on how the search is going. How often, kind of every town and community has their method on how early they start searching for their entry into these critter races.
Right.
What's kind of the vibe around Sumner?
Well, I kind of think that it depends on the parents. How long do you want to babysit a turtle? But it's been a little bit easier this year because it's a little bit wetter. But in the years like last year, it was pretty tough to find a turtle. But a couple weeks out, people start looking, or even a month or more.
Oh yeah, turtle training is underway.
Yeah,
it's in full swing around Sumner right now.
My son got to help his friend find some turtles the other day. They put a trap out and ended up with 5 turtles out of the pond. So that was a good pull on the turtles, I guess. So we'll have a few extra to share. And people do bring extras, and a lot of times Oconto has their celebration this weekend as well, and they will have a turtle race as well, and we share.
Yeah.
So
and there's plenty of turtles to go around.
Sure.
As Kristen said, people bring some extras, and sometimes I think they can run maybe a couple of races.
Oh yeah, we don't.
And kids are always willing to share.
Yeah.
So it's a good time.
There's always room. If you show up to the race without a turtle or a toad, you'll be fine. There'll be somebody there to share with you. But you know, the nature of a turtle is to go home, back to its home. So a lot of times we have the same turtles that have been racing in the same turtle race for years and years and years with the same family. So they go and catch the same turtle and then return it to his pond, and then it's still there next year. So
yeah, because they mark it in some way.
Yes.
So they
yep.
know. Right. Wow.
Yep.
That's very cool.
Yep.
Awesome. And then they kind of gain a reputation as well at the races. I'm sure everyone remembers them from year to year.
Yeah.
You didn't know we had professional turtles
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Yeah, they start to get seasoned and almost know what to do. They just know how to perform.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
well,
it's good.
That's just kind of a great way to get into things, is to kind of have that, get kind of that community feel and get everyone gathered together for that right out of the gate.
Right. And then during that day, we also have several fundraisers for the community. It would be for the kids at the school, where there's going to be a 5K race that is sponsored by the cross country team. There's going to be a car wash for the girls wrestling team, and we're going to have a dunk tank that day as well, and that money will go towards the cross country also. And the FFA, they're going to be at the turtle race. They're doing a cow pie bingo on the 4th, but they'll be selling spots for that bingo card during the dinner and the turtle race and stuff on Sunday.
Sure. So one of the things that I think is so amazing about these community celebrations in general is that so many activities double as fundraisers, and that brings so much more fun and enjoyment to it that I think people realize, and then sometimes get so used to. It's just all about helping each other, but then also having a good time. I think that's great, because a lot of these are underlying fundraisers.
Right. It is a real, everybody is willing to contribute to the community, and that's what we need to have. Everybody, it takes everybody to keep this viable. So it's good.
Yeah, it takes a lot of participation, a lot of planning. A lot of these young people have put a good deal of effort into planning their events and making sure that everything's right. So when people come, they have a good time, they enjoy the events and the fun, and just the fellowship of having a lot of people around town. Because as Kristen mentioned, with the alumni banquet on Saturday, a lot of those alumni will come and they'll spend the weekend and enjoy the activities, and those are people that we always love to see back, along with the visitors from all around the region who come to watch the events and just enjoy a good family-friendly 4th of July celebration.
Exactly. Perfect. And kind of looking down the schedule here, what do we have going on next after that?
Well, of course, the Calcutta then finishes out the day on Sunday, so you can go and bet on your favorite cowboy for the 2 rodeo performances, the first of which is going to be on July the 3rd. And there's not a lot of other activities going on that day. The rodeo is at 7:30 p.m. and then we have our big performer, Nate Kime, is coming in. He's originates out of Elm Creek, but he and his band are going to be here to do the street dance, and that's one of our larger performers that we've had in years past. So we hope to get a good crowd for that.
Yeah, I spoke with Nate the other day, and he's really excited about being here for this event at Sumner. They'll put on a really good show. People are going to enjoy this. So, yeah, come on down for the rodeo. Enjoy the show at the Saddle Club's rodeo grounds. And then after the rodeo, the dance will start down here on the street out in front of Tubbs Pub.
All right. And you put the stage right in front here?
Yep.
We do. We set up out here on the street, and there'll be a perimeter, and it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Great. Awesome. All right. Got enough drink to wet everyone's whistle?
We'll keep everybody happy.
All right, perfect. Sounds good. Well, that gets us right into the front doorstep of the 4th of July,
right, yes.
which is the big time.
Yeah,
it is.
So, yeah, it is. There's lots of stuff going on. The parade starts at 10:30 in the morning. We do start taking registration and stuff as early as 8 o'clock that day. We usually have about 100 parade entries, so it's a really good parade. We do have people that comment about what a nice parade it is, and we keep it fast paced and it's entertaining. But that the parade gets kicked off with that flyover from Johnson's Lake Flying Service, and that's a very popular feature. That's been a great thing to have added to the parade.
It's just so impressive to see a airplane fly right overhead. You know, they go right over town.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
right over
right
the
down
parade
Main
route.
Street,
Right down
yeah.
Main Street.
Right
huh?
down Main Street. And
Great.
boy, that wakes everybody up. And they know it's time for the parade.
Right. Yep.
That's
everybody-
awesome. Well, we haven't mentioned the theme yet, and the theme for the parade is the theme for the entire weekend, living my best life. There's
Yeah.
all kinds of ways you can go with that.
Yes, I'm excited to see what kind of things people come up with. But yeah, living my best life is, you know, there's so many ideas pop into my head when I hear it, and that's when I know that that's a good theme for the parade is when you can come up with some ideas, you know, on the spot for
Well,
it.
you know, small town life is a really great lifestyle, and being in a rural community, this really is a great way of life, and so we just want to give people a chance to have fun, to show off something about their life, something fun, you know, something entertaining, and some of them will be, I'm sure, very heartfelt. There'll be some really nice messages given through the parade. So we're excited about that and to see what everybody puts together for the parade this year.
You can go with kind of a historical angle. You can go with a modern angle. You're living your best life now. You can do all kinds of directions. So I think that'll be great.
Yeah.
Yep. Sign-ups for the parade are 8 a.m., right?
Yeah,
Over
that's
by the
right.
football field.
By the football
and
field,
just
okay.
show up and get a number and join in the parade. It'll be fun.
Sounds great. And I know a lot of work goes into keeping a parade, especially of that size, organized. So kudos.
Yeah. Well, there's, you know, I help with the registration over there, and then there's a whole bunch of volunteers that are out there, you know, directing the floats around and making sure everybody gets in the parade and keeping it going, and, you know, helping out with, you know, if somebody has, say, their antique car is not quite is holding up the line, you know, we keep it, like I said, the good pace and everything, keep it moving so that there's not a lot of gaps or anything. And it takes, you know, 15 guys or whatever it is that help with that to keep it moving. So it's good. It's
and
good.
Just, you know, we draw a really large crowd for the parade every year, and we're very happy about that. But if you're coming into Sumner on July 4th to enjoy the parade, come early.
Yeah.
And parking, you know, there's kind of a restricted parking on the east side of town because that's where we set up the parade.
Sure.
And so, you know, you need to go find a place to park and get on the parade route where you want, get your chairs set up and enjoy a good time, but come early because there'll be a nice crowd
Yeah.
here.
So usually we count about 3,000 people that come to the parade.
Yeah,
So it's
That's amazing.
fun
it
time.
is really.
Do we
very
have
fun.
at least 3,000 pieces of candy, Kristen?
You need more. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll try to at least make sure everyone gets at least one dum dum. We'll come with those numbers. So.
Yeah, so then after the parade, you know, all the kids and adults too go out to the football field, and they run some kind of traditional, easygoing, you know, some foot races and an egg toss and potato sack race type things, and that's real fun for the kids. We give them some prizes, and you know, there's the people that go, and there's every year and they win. And
That's right.
It gets pretty competitive.
It gets pretty competitive, but it's fun. I mean, everybody's having a good time.
Yeah.
And good heavens, you know, I was doing, you know, three-legged races and egg tosses when I was a kid here in Sumner. So this is a long-standing tradition.
Yeah, it's been done forever. And then, you know, we're hoping that any of the cars that go drive through the parade will come down to the Show and Shine car show.
Yeah, we've invited the car clubs in the area, and if you've got just a vehicle that you really want to show off, maybe it's a collectible, maybe it's some kind of a rat rod that you've built, or a car that's been in your family a long time, you just want to show it off, come on down and sign up for the parade. And after the parade, we'll be parking those vehicles along the street here just to the west side of Tubbs Pub. And people can come by and you can tell them your story and just enjoy the people and the time together here in Sumner.
Great, and that's awesome. And I know there's a lot of those cars out there. You just got to get them, roll them out of the garage.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of them out there, but you know, whether it's a car that you don't want people to lay eyes on unless it's perfectly shiny, or if it's just something you're proud of and drive every day.
We see everything. I mean, tractors, motorcycles, homemade outfits. Somebody just built a car from scrap. We've seen those before. We've seen we've got a few of these collectible tractor fellas in the area that bring their tractors down, and they'll run a whole string of those through the parade, and that's always fun to watch. And then we see some of these cars that are just unbelievably perfect, classic, either restorations or cars that have been preserved. So this is a wonderful show, a wonderful way to show off your vehicle.
Great. Awesome. And a perfect way to just kind of have a place to go through the parade and then park it after and just kind of hang out if you've got a car. All right.
And so then next on the list, I guess, is the rodeo. Again, the second performance of the rodeo will start at 1:30, and that's over at the rodeo arena here along the highway. At 3 p.m., we're going to have what I like to call a firecracker festival. It's just a bunch of activities that are happening here downtown and in the park. We're going to have a zip line for the kiddos and a wind-up swing set. It's like not a swing set. That makes it sound little, but it's not little. It's like a carnival type swing.
Yeah, these are rides.
Yep, rides. Okay. And Toddler Island Playground, I believe that has water in it and for the little kids to slide, like a bounce house slide thing. And then a football toss competition over there. So then while those kids are playing on all that stuff, the parents are going to be able to listen to our we have two live entertainment bands in the park this year. Usually we just have one, but this year we beefed that up a little bit. So we have the Flatbed All-Stars, which is our SEM band teacher, Justin Bosock, and his group of guys that he performs with on a regular basis. They'll be starting to play at about 3:30. And then we're going to follow them up with the South Loop Sunrise. They're a local band kind of out of the Ocano area. Yeah.
Right.
And
they do a really nice job.
Nice,
I mean, it's live music. They're talented and fun to listen to, and
they're funny too.
They are. They're a good group. So, I mean, if you like music, if you like summertime fun, a lot of activities for the kids and for the whole family, Sumner's a place to be this weekend.
Yeah, I really hope. I hope that group will bring a big crowd to the park. We'll also have the karaoke here over at Tubbs during that time. There's going to be the firemen are going to be serving up some barbecue as a fundraiser over there, and I think that just that whole family atmosphere, where that's going to all that stuff is going to be happening from 3 o'clock until it's time to go watch the fireworks. So it'll be. I think it'll be a good family time. So
we don't roll up the streets at night here in Sumner, but when the fireworks start, everybody's at the fireworks.
Yeah.
So it's a really good show, and the firemen do a lot of fundraising and work through the year. There's a ton of planning that goes into that, and ordering the materials and getting it all set up, and it's really worthwhile to just sit and enjoy a very nice fireworks show at the end of the night.
Well, and it's very enjoying to watch, but it's easy to forget that there's a lot of pressure to put on a show like that. You got to make sure all the fuses are hooked up.
Everything's right.
Everything goes off, because every time there's a 10-second pause, you're wondering was that the end? And then another one comes up.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of pressure there.
Yeah, it is. They do a really good job. We do get lots of compliments on the display every year, and it is a process. They still have to get licensed to do it and all the things. So it's a nice display.
Yeah.
Really.
And there's just something for everybody here in Sumner. It's a tradition that's been around a long time in this town, and we just want to welcome everybody to our community and have a good, fun time. There'll be people here that, if you're from the area, maybe you haven't seen in a while. It's always fun to get caught up with old classmates and friends, and you get to see a lot of the youth out there doing their thing too.
Yeah, and everybody's out on their lawn having their family gathering picnics, and it's just a nice weekend, a nice day.
Yeah, that's become one of the traditions that I've enjoyed over the last several years. I'll run around on the afternoon of the 4th, just handing out cold treats to people sitting on their lawns, with their families, and it's just a fun time. We want everybody to enjoy the day. It's very laid back, very family oriented, and it looks like it's going to be another one this year.
All right, great. And secure your parking spot early.
Yeah.
And bring your walking shoes because you'll lose your parking spot, right?
Yeah. Once you park, you might as well just plan on
Just
walking.
leave it.
It's easier. It is easier.
Park and leave it. You'll be busy with all kinds of stuff during
You'll
the
be
day.
able to get all your weekly steps that
There you
that
go.
one day. So.
Awesome. Wear the pedometer. Well, is there anything we want to hit on again and make sure that we reiterate to everyone that's listening this morning about the 4th of July celebration and before that as well, the days
Right.
leading up?
Yeah. So again, the alumni banquet's on Saturday, July the 1st, and they will be doing tours at 5:30. And then dinner's at 6:30, I believe, over there. I really want to encourage everybody to come to the community church. They do a great program over there. It is a combination of all of the churches in the area that contribute to that, and it's a really good time for fellowship and
bring a chair.
Yeah, bring
for
a
that.
chair.
We don't have a lot of available seating for that, so bring a lawn chair. We have a few picnic tables and there's some equipment they can sit on, but yeah, that is a really important event because it brings everybody together just to kind of recognize the importance of faith in our community.
Great.
And bring us together as a people.
Yeah, and then of course the dinner after that. Continue that fellowship, and ladies don't have to go home and cook for.
That's right. Just come on
families
over and
after
enjoy some roast beef, and it'll be a nice time.
Yeah, and of course the rodeo and the Nate Kime show is going to be really great. We're excited for that, and the parade and the fireworks. I mean everything.
Well, and you have the availability to have a really good time on Monday night because first thing you've got to be ready for is the parade, and that's at 10:30. You got to make registration, but you can sleep in a slight little bit.
Yeah, sleep in. Wait till you hear the airplane maybe and jump out.
Jump out and run out to the street.
But it's we've talked about a lot of events and a lot of activities, but it seems like every year once it starts, it just goes so quickly.
Yeah.
People enjoy the time together and they enjoy the activities. The kids get a lot of memories, and if they're standing along the parade route, they're going to get a bunch of candy and treats and stuff. So it's just a good time, and it does go by quickly. So come enjoy the fun, and we'll be happy to do everything we can to make you feel welcome and enjoy the time here.
And you don't even have to bring a watch or your phone to know what time it is because everyone just kind of flows and moves about.
Right.
And you'll know where to go.
Just follow
someone will keep time.
Just follow the
or maybe
noise.
they won't.
Yeah.
Just go with it.
Follow the noise. You'll have fun.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. Well, it sounds like a great few days in Sumner and living my best life. You can even carry that outside of the parade, and if you want to dress up in some fun way for the entire weekend, there's all kinds of different ways you can take that, so be a blast.
We want to just also mention that it takes everybody, again, takes the whole village to everybody to get this going on. So we want to thank all of our sponsors. I don't have a list of everybody that contributed, but because we are able to offer a mostly free weekend for all the family events, and that is because of our strong businesses in the area that contribute to our sponsorships. So that we want to thank them for sure. So
great. And Bruce, thanks for having us out this morning.
You bet.
I know you're always staying busy here at Tubbs Pub, kind of on a business side of things. What have you got going on this summer? You got some fun things around the corner?
Summertime is always a fun time here at Tubbs Pub. We've got we do our regular Friday and Saturday night prime rib specials. That draws people from all over. If you take a minute when you're here, look at our map on the wall. We ask people to put a pin. When we did that, 6 or 7 years ago, we just put a Nebraska map up there. Well, my goodness, we should have probably put a United States map up there because it's just covered with people from all over the country and around the globe. So it's fun. You'll enjoy the food. And Wednesday nights are always a different special, and over the holiday we've got some special foods planned. People enjoy some fair type foods, and we always have our prime rib sandwiches and hot dogs and sloppy joes and those kind of things available during the event. So it's easy to drop in, get a quick bite, and then get back out and enjoy the fun.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you very much, you two, for having us again.
Yeah, thank you.
Here's to a fun 2023 in Sumner.
That's right.
All right, awesome. Before we send it back to Dave in the studio, we do want to thank the sponsors that made our remote possible this morning, including Tubbs Pub, where we are broadcasting from this morning. Thank you as well to 5 Points Bank, the Sumner Saddle Club, Stevens Welding, Custer County Feeders, Bowie Fertilizer, Ed's Body Shop, Slacker Heating and Air, Beatty Family Farms, Dittmer Custom Haying, and Apache Ag. With that, we'll invite you folks one more time to Sumner this weekend for a great time, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday in Sumner. Living My Best Life, the theme. Bring your parade float or come and enjoy the parade. Again, that is on Tuesday at 10:30. Should be a great time with all kinds of events before and after that. With that, we'll send it back to you, Dave.
All right, guys, thanks so much. What a good show, covering everything happening in Sumner through the weekend into next week. And Bruce, thanks a lot for hosting the show there again today. It's just a lot of fun every year to promote one of the nicest celebrations around, and we'll look forward to doing that next year. And we will have participants in the parade. I believe Jeremy and some families going to go be a part of the parade there. So we'll also be in Oconto and Myrna this weekend to take part in the parade. So we're looking forward to all of that. Going back to today, we wanted to remind you that this is the Market in the Square here in Broken Bow, put on through the Broken Bow Chamber. And they have vendors coming in. Let's take a look at those. Anna's Pupusas will be there. Tacos El Gordo, The Secret Garden, Tropical Snow, the Broken Bow PTA, Kane U.S. Beef LLC, Debbie D's, Dickerson Chip Repair, Lifting Spirits, Mickey's Greenhouse. They have tomatoes. Old-fashioned kettle corn will be there. Pam Chamberlain, Jellies and Embroidery Work through Pam. Rodeo Mom Tumblers and more. They'll be there, weather permitting. Steve's Fossils and Rocks, St. Paul Evangelical Lutheran Church, Super Kids Club, Tupperware, and U.S. Cellular will be there. And coming up on July 13th, looking ahead, Bang's Village Shop will be back there taking a little time off this week, so they'll be back. So those are some of the vendors. If you drive up on this evening and there's more vendors than that, don't be surprised. That's the ones they have on the list for us. So that's the show for today. Thank you very much. We'll be broadcasting tomorrow from the Secret Garden west of Myrna to find out more about Myrna's Heritage Days.